cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap Music Network.
I was with Rich Rapper.
I fucks with you.
Warning, this video is for satire, educational, and comedy use only. It is not intended to be actual fact, nor is it intended to give real meaning to any of the questions you ponder about late night.
Now, I want to go ahead and get into this Kantiana, man. You have Sharky from back on Fig. I believe he's from Hoover, T-Rail's homie, that just came out from doing X amount of jail time and is now making his space into our making his way into our content space. It looked like he's Smacc's replacement for back on Fig. But with that all being said, man, Sharky is an Asian American, and we know that there is a lot of things going on in America right now with that Asian man who unalived that black kid after the black kid was accused for stealing from his store, but the reports ended up showing that that was false, and the kid never in fact stole from his store, and he lost his life over absolutely nothing. Now, with that all being said, it leads to the question of, even if the kid was stealing a couple bottles of water or a bag of chips, does that warrant somebody's life being took? But with that all being said too, if it's for fist, we'd all be slithery drunk. But, you know, the kid didn't do anything. So he pretty much lost his life for not even pretty much. He did lose his life for absolutely nothing. Now, Sharky, being from the Hoovers, is an all-black gang. Some are Crips, some are criminals, but a black gang coming out of the South Los Angeles area. And it makes you wonder, does his affiliation to his black comrades come first, or does his affiliation to his culture comes first? And Sharky makes it abundantly clear that his culture comes before his cripping or his criminaling or his grooving, for that being said. And he makes a pretty insensitive statement when they say, how do you feel about the young man who lost his life at the liquor store after being falsely accused of, you know, stealing? He said, you shouldn't be stealing from Asians. No, I'm lying. They say, how do you feel about the young man losing his life? And the first statement was, you shouldn't be stealing from Asians. Very first statement. Now, the second statement was, oh, well, either way it go, even if he didn't steal anything, you know, you shouldn't be stealing. I don't know then, blah, blah, blah. But his first initial reaction was to diminish and to deter and to tear down the black community that actually adopted him into their fraternity. Because you don't see Sharky running around with the Asian gangs in Koreatown, in Chinatown. You don't see him out there with the Asians in Cambodia town with Tay of Third. You don't see him over there doing any of that. You see him hanging out with the Hoovers, a black street gang. So, especially coming out of the community of the Hoovers, where, you know, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but those young black kids stealing out of the liquor store is a common occurrence. You would think that he would have a lot more cultural awareness of what's going on, and he wouldn't be so sharp with his tongue to make such, for lack of better words, uneducated comments and insensitive comments to where he could come across as he's anything outside of supportive to the black community that has raised him. With that all being said, you have Spody Face, Dejan, and Tam sitting there talking about the situation, and it just makes you kind of wonder, how much longer will disrespect be tolerated from these other podcasters before they allow somebody to step up and say something to the defense of? Because when it comes to what Sharky said, that was a wild statement. That was a wild statement. And it just makes you wonder, and it makes you think what conversations are being had behind closed doors. And it makes you wonder, and it makes you think what type of thought process are being had towards African Americans behind closed doors. Because in a room full of black people, he thought that this was a very appropriate thing to say. Keep in mind that he is, again, over on Back on Fig is where we know him from. And it will make you wonder where T-Rail stands in this situation along with Smacc. But unfortunately, Trell and Smacc have been disappointing in the past when it comes to racial inequalities stemming from, you know, the Hispanic community and attacks at black people. With that all being said, let's jump right into this Kantiana. With that all, you know, red dots to the left, you know the rest. Let's jump into the clip by way of the No Jumper Curse Instagram channel. Let's go.
I want to get your opinion on this clip.
Crazy.
What's your thoughts on that situation where the Asian people smoked the black kid that they thought was stealing out the store?
Shit, don't be stealing from Asians. Shit, you don't see no Asians stealing from blacks. They're gonna be hella scared.
He wasn't stealing though.
I mean, shit, I don't know. I'm just assuming. Shit, I don't know. Shit, shit, damn, shit. But shit, fucked up. This world is fucked up.
Don't be stealing from no Asians.
Shit, don't be stealing. Don't be. Wow. Don't be.
So, Spody Face.
Y'all niggas ambush me like that.
No, you said I didn't tell you got merch coming. We doing a whole tour. We got the live podcast coming soon. You set it all up. You walk right into it. So, Spody Face, Mr. Pro Black, Glasses, tell us how you feel about the situation.
Glasses, shut up.
I don't like it. I mean, just in that text, it's a small clip. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it on the own. I'm gonna also have to have a conversation with Sharky. He gonna have to get out in front of that before for sure. Like I don't appreciate that at all.
Don't be stealing from Asians. Quote,
and it's
unquote.
like he's uneducated on the topic, so
he was arching insensitive. You know what I'm saying? And I think tone deaf, man. I know they got big promoters and things like that, and partners over there that I don't think that was a good look, but I don't appreciate that at all. Yeah, Sharky gonna definitely have to chop it up about that.
For him to say his initial response, if I bring up what's your take on an Asian killing a black kid, and you're not privy to the situation, but your general take off the hip is don't be stealing from Asians. I look at you a certain way. And I was fucking with Sharky. He invited us to back on Fig. I was considering inviting him over here, but until I hear like an apology or all out retraction,
that's crazy.
I can't fuck with it. That's crazy. Don't be stealing from Asians. Even if the boy was stealing from him, because they accused him of stealing like 3-4 bottles of water, which he didn't. They found out he didn't. But even if he was, that's worth death. That's worth killing somebody.
Yeah, you chasing somebody down like a dog.
Through the street, through traffic.
See, this the only thing, man. Come on, Sharky, man. Look, and it's the thing, but I gotta say it now that y'all put it up because I'm gonna speak on it. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it authentic. This just go back to show you, bro. I just hope he missed. I'm gonna take it as he misspoke, but I gotta right now. I'm gonna speak on it as he didn't misspeak. So Sharky, where's he from?
A black gang.
So you from a black community, and also that community accepted you as their own.
As only we do.
Only we do that. We accept you as our own.
Never gonna see a black person in that Asian gang. But go ahead.
You get treated fairly and just like everybody else do over there. Nobody looks at you any differently. Clearly, because you're one of the biggest platforms on the West Coast, they could have had a lot of people up there poking out a regular guest. You know what I mean? A host. You know, there's a lot of people that could have been in this position that, you know what I mean, that's not up there. So clearly, you're getting treated fairly over there. So my whole thing about it is to be accepted and be around black people your whole life. And that's the first thing you say that lets you know it doesn't matter who raised you. That's just human nature, bro.
To choose your own.
That's human nature, bro. And that's why I be wanting black people to understand and see, like, bro, you gotta, like, we be accepting, and I think we so kind-hearted and we so genuine, like, people, like, we love people so much to a fault.
Submissive, docile, weak are things that come to my mind within this conversation. To me, that's not overly loving. That's being docile. That's being undisciplined. Because again, no other races operate like that in that capacity. No other races are going to allow somebody from another race to be a part of their innermost circles, is what I'm saying. When we do it, when does it ever end positively?
Another thing I'm pointing out that was kind of obvious, like the accountability of him just saying that in front of other black people.
That's why people don't respect LA blacks.
To me, that was more disrespectful than anything. Like you said, like, you know,
room full of black men. Yeah, I agree. And that's why people down south, you see them on Twitter all the time, we don't respect LA blacks. We don't respect Cali blacks. Y'all soft. Y'all let Mexicans say N-word. Y'all let them run y'all radio stations and y'all hip-hop scene. Y'all let them do this. Y'all let them do that. Other regions don't respect us because we don't have structure. We don't have discipline. We don't have self-worth. We don't even take up for ourselves. In a room full of black men, he said, don't steal from Asians when asked about a black kid being murdered. And they started laughing. And they started taking light of it and making it a levity thing. Yeah. Do you think if he said that on a podcast in Houston, Texas, or Atlanta, Georgia, or Philadelphia, or Baltimore, or more predominantly black regions, do you think that would have went just as easy?
I mean, to be fair, I think that was just that's showed their character in that room because he couldn't have said that in a room with me. Like, you know, I definitely think it's a lot of people out here on the West Coast. But to be fair though, a lot of people in the South, they don't have Mexican problems. They don't have the same problems we have. They're not south of the border. They're not in a bordering state. So let's just keep that all the way a buck.
And I was gonna say, out there they wouldn't even have him on their show.
So a lot of these states that be speaking up on it, you know what I'm saying. Then I'm not even. I want to retract something. I'm not saying a Mexican problem like the Mexican, the Hispanics are a problem in California. So I'm not gonna say.
But the dominance in the culture.
Their country is south of we right here. Like, you know what I'm saying, an hour, 2 hours away, depending where you at. Nevada, California, Texas,
Arizona, all of that.
Arizona, all these is bordering states. So I don't mean they're a problem in California, but like as far as the mass migration of immigrants, into the USA, and this be the first stops. Mm-hmm. Like you said, Arizona, Nevada, California. So black people we not taught, we not raised to be racist.
That's what I was gonna say.
Our homes is welcome to everybody. Like when I was growing up as a kid, we seen no color. We only seen color once we got old enough and adults started pointing out colors to us. We never seen. I had all type of friends, I hope he get out in front of that before, man. We definitely gotta have a conversation. Again, like I gotta speak on it because he put it in my face like he didn't misspeak, but I hope he just misspoke.
He could have very much possibly misspoke. I'm talking about just within that. I'm judging that.
Yeah,
I'm judging that reaction.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that that's even your first go-to for in any situation. Don't be stealing from Asians. Yeah. Why not? Don't steal. Even though that I would still disagree with that statement because I don't feel like stealing should result in death. But I would have settled for don't steal. Don't be stealing from Asians. Show me that you protect your race. You exalt your race first.
Correct.
Over ours. That's just how I look at it. And so I lost some respect for Sharky there, and hopefully he can rectify this and apologize to the black community. I feel like he owes the black community an apology if he's going to continue to be on a black podcast.
Hey, Carjack 100 here. If you need your transmission check, come on down to Carjack's. I'm your transmission expert.
I'm glad that you enjoyed that content. We heard the cries, we heard the complaints. Now we don't got no intro, but we do got an outro with the same information, man. Make sure that you are tapped in. Make sure you dropping comments. Make sure you dropping likes. Make sure you subscribing to everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network, because we will be giving away some more Chiliana once we hit that 40,000 membership, 40,000 subscriber, threshold. We're gonna make sure that we give y'all some Chiliana, man. So make sure that y'all stay tapped in. Make sure y'all stay looking out. Make sure y'all stay right here at TNN Trap News Network. The news you can use, the knowledge you're not finna get in nobody's college. Hit a like, hit a comment, hit a good subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We're gonna keep you updated on what's going on these YouTube streets. You already know the deal, man. If you enjoyed this content, throw the red dot to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Hi, I'm Whack 100. When I'm not snitching on the internet, I'm snitching in real life for your own personal home security. Call 1-800-WACK-ATTACK. We're first, law enforcement second. Hey, I'm Adam22. Got an extra soul laying around? Be like Doughboy and Whack 100 and sell yours today. One soul equals a lot of clout.
Apollo Texas. It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboard. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bullshit, you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 points strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell it.
Gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Just made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Friends is hella fake, I know what enemies intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take it. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Miss it with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.